Okay, so it's Thanksgiving, and I just met up with my sister. We were gonna go over to Half Moon Bay and meet my mother for for brunch or lunch or some kind of lunch out of this restaurant that was up on Thanksgiving. And she's on the phone to somebody, and she's like, "Oh shit, I got a flat. Ahmed, you're gonna have to take Bart to meet mom." Okay, but she's on the phone with somebody, and she just keeps driving past the bar station, and I'm like, "Hey, the bar station's back there." And she's like, "Shh, shh, I'm on the phone." But you're driving to the house, and I'm gonna have to get out and walk to Bart. I don't get it. Bart's right there, And she's like, "You don't have to interject." So I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm just getting out the car," and I just bounced. But then I realized, like, I put my bags in her trunk. So I'm like, I know that she's all hot and everything, so I'm not gonna call her. She's driving towards the house. So I'll just walk. So I got up there, ring the buzzer, and she's like, "What?" I'm like, I gotta get my bags. And she's like, "I'm on my way to Bart already." I'm like, "You're on your way to Bart? Then you only been driving for 2 minutes. You could just turn around and you'll be right back. And you can give me my things." And then so here she comes out the apartment. She's just a fucking all the time lying. She's lying to somebody on the phone. She's trying to work some deception over on him. I didn't know. I just thought that what I was hearing was for me to know. So she just, you don't have to unconfuse me or anything. You just don't say anything. You're just not supposed to interject. So I'm like, "Drop my bag so I can get out of here." And she's like, "No, I still want to holler at you. You want to still talk to me? You want to you're holding my shit, acting like like I gotta talk to you to get my shit and get in the wind. Like, what do you need to hold my bags for? Like, this isn't a healthy conversation." And her man or new man or her boyfriend is like, "What? What? I'm not talking to you, bro. I'm trying to get my bags. I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here. I'm not trying to be committed and shit." The more I talk to you, emotional vampires, the more you're gonna draw me out into an emotion. You want to deal with me on emotional terms only because you don't like what I'm saying, and it's a ploy. So let me just get the fuck on then. And so I had to walk around the block and come back after they cooled off and went back inside because they can be fucking mad and not in my presence and not have my property. And I walked around the block and came back and got my shit. And then, come to find out that she got me on a pay no mind. She really ain't talking to me. As a matter of fact, she is talking about me. She's calling me a piece of shit for expressing myself and for not knowing that she was working some deceit over on her new boyfriend. She's never had a husband. She's never gonna have a husband. She has like a new boyfriend every time I see her, but she ain't never gonna have no husband because she's always shh, shh. So anyways, she calls me a bitch, and she works for John Sayers. Tom Sayers. She works for Tom Sayers, and she's calling me a bitch. These are the type of people that are behind the scenes that you never find out about when it's Timothy McVeigh and shit. These are the kind of people that fund pussy riots to get kids out of school. Their parents drop them off at school, have no idea that their kids are gonna have a day off today, walking around in a fucking mob, in a fucking ruckus mob. No, don't worry about the parents. Fuck them. They don't know what's best. This is a revolution. We're trying to impeach Trump. They fucking trick these migrants from Guatemala, where I think Hillary has an office. Hillary has like an office in, no, that's in Panama. But anyways, like Soros and Tom Sayers that runs this bank that runs these pussy riots, that has this fake bomb threat, like the perfect list coming from some Filipino stripper who's not tech literate, who comes up with the perfect list of all the people that you would expect to get a bomb, since these are all the people that were going after Trump. You really think that I believe that Horcus, that fucking, no, like, we looked at the bomb, the bomb was x-rayed. The bomb was a fucking hot mess. The timer was outside the bomb like a fucking Acme bomb. It had fuses going in both sides. It's not connected to shit. It was considered. It was deemed incapable of exploding. Where is everybody on that? Oh, we just, you know, we have the balls to suck a dick, so we just don't interject. We know better than to interject. When cool people are doing cool shit, we just don't interject. We want to have friends. We want to be liked. You know, and they get all these migrants to, you know, they want to pawn them off as refugees. They trick them all the way up out of their country to walk 1,000 miles across fucking Mexico to be part of a fucking social engineering psyop and fucking just using the shit out of them, you know, and not caring a fuck about them. And then they want to fucking walk around and virtue signal and fucking act like they're goody two-shoes and nice. Oh, we're nice. But they're not. They're so not. You know, they're confused. She's confused. My mom is confused because she's waiting for an apology from me for not being soy, for not being beta, for not cucking. She's mad at me because I think that I don't think that anybody should have the right to tell me not to express my goddamn self, especially considering that what do I know? You know, I just know what I hear. If you don't got to straighten things out and you just want me to be silent, then what the fuck? Cool guy, cool girl, whatever the fuck. Like normally, I don't know. Cool people, the cool people that have made a pact, that have social peer groups that they're just goaded by, and fucking you have to take heed. Whatever they're doing, they're trying to help. I'm sure they're trying to fucking help. You know, what help to have a day of fucking Thanksgiving? Like, do you believe in Thanksgiving? Like, I don't celebrate holidays, but I know that there's nothing that Thanksgiving has its own power. You know, like forgiveness is divine, patience is a virtue. You know, the power of thanks. Like, I know about that stuff. I don't take it for granted. It's just a holiday, but y'all can't even function on one holiday without lying to everybody that you know. You wouldn't lie to your boss, would you? Would you lie to your boss? See? And then you can't call me a bitch because you won't lie to your boss. Your boss is a nigga that you ain't gotta lie, that you can't lie to. But you ain't somebody that I gotta lie to. None of these people, my mother, my sister, their friends, are nobody that I gotta lie to. But you can't lie to your boss though. So you gotta lie to everybody around you, all your friends, all your family. Anyways, I'm not gonna be bent out of shape over some shit. I can't affect it. I know that they're bullshit, and people just gotta boss up and figure out what the game is and how it don't get played. Just stop getting played so that people like me don't get the ploy to the fucking call to moral outrage and the emotional and all that shit. Like, if you're not fending for yourself, then, like, at this point in time, you're like one of them. You joined the sex caravan for supplies. But anyways, Tom Steyer's is a disease. He's a plague or a blight on my family, even though my family members is made up of dumb tools that want to be down with the bullshit. I don't put no weight on that. What they want to do is what they want to do, you know. But Tom Sayers, I can't be called a bitch because I don't work for Tom Sayers. That don't make no sense. How's that shit add up? You know, this is coming from someone who's a worrywart, or my mother's a worrywart with a selective memory, and my sister is a socially domineering liar, and they don't have no loyalty, and they don't have no sense of familial ties or bonding or any of that shit. That's all bullshit to them. So I don't know what you want to say. Keep talking shit. Keep calling me a piece of shit. I know that's what you're doing right now. But you're not working out how you're not a hair's breadth away from pulling yourself up out of circumstances that people consider to be